going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk more about Kyrie Irving. Now, we already saw him talking about Ja Morant in that bye message that was posted on Instagram this morning, but he spoke on several topics, most namely his free agency this summer, what team he may sign with, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, all these guys, Mad Dog, that speak on him. I ain't want to say on a daily basis no more, but at a point it was on a daily basis, and it was more about the things he was doing off the court than it was the things he was doing on the court. And it was a point of reference for a topic every single day at one point, and it dominated the headlines. And Kyrie Irving wants to speak about all this stuff, how he's going to take control of his shoe deal, which is going to be very interesting. It could lead to a turning point in professional athletics if this thing goes well for him. You know, he was talking to Sia Collective or Sia Collective, however you pronounce that. He was talking to that company at one point, so I don't know if it's that company or is he going to launch his own imprint. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but Kyrie is excited about that, and he talks about how these media personalities manipulate his name so much to the point that he changed his name to that name that you see on Twitter all the time now. He switched it to that because he was talking about how they've adopted his name in the media and they've thrown so much mud on it, slung so much mud on it, that it starts to lose its corporate value. Well, I'm going to let Kyrie speak on this, and I'll be back with more commentary at the end. Check it out.
Yeah. Shout out to Luka, too. I saw that he joined, too. I don't know if that was really him or not. But, yeah, no, I just wanted to take this second to talk about, a few things that have been on my mind, on my heart, because I'm seeing my name get tossed around in so many speculations and rumors. Look, it's just me who runs my social handles. I don't have a big marketing team. I don't have a big social media team, and I probably do need one eventually, right? But right now, I don't have one. So whenever people are discussing what I'm doing with my life or my career, my circle is very, very small. It is not big at all. Now, I had to get rid of some people that were in my circle that, they could be bought. Like, they could be bought, or their voice could be bought. I won't say they can be bought, but they could be bought. Like, so people were selling information, and that happens all the time in the entertainment industry. I'm never just going to share information with just anybody is what I'm saying. Like, if you hear something about my career, it's going to happen direct like this. If you hear something about what I'm doing with, me being a free agent and within the shoe industry, it's going to come from me. I am an independent entrepreneur. I'm not signed to no big agency or any big agency. I'm not signed to any big marketing agency. It's just me. Like, you guys got to understand that I changed up my whole entire business strategy over the last few years because of the reality of dealing with, things that I've had to learn through and dealing with real life circumstances that, to be honest with you, it changed the way I viewed a lot of different people that I looked up to. You know what I mean? A lot of elders, a lot of OGs that over the last few years, like, I reached out to them for help, and a lot of them didn't even, they don't really fuck with me like that. I'm a free agent this summer, but I am in no rush to make a decision. And the speculation around my name from all these individuals that get on TV and have these personalities. What's up, babe? I'm on live here. Just give me 1 second, I'll be out there. All these people that have, these platforms. And I'm talking about the TV personalities, the sports folk that try to mix sports with politics and lifestyle and shit like that. Like, when they speak on my name and they're talking about potential teams that I'm going to, can y'all please, I respectfully, like, I'm asking you, please stop paying attention to that. Like, I am in no rush to make a decision. I know what's ahead of me for the rest of my career in terms of what I can control, skill level wise, drive wise, motivation. But I have a big picture in my mind of what I'm building for not just my basketball career, but for my life. God has a plan for me. Say, like, if it doesn't come from me and it's coming from people on TV, these people do not know me. Like, they don't know anything about me. Most of them, I would say 98% of the people on TV that speak about other sports athletes or spoke about artists don't know them personally. And we normalize the fact that they get to describe us and talk about us as if, we are like we're not human at times. You know what I mean? And sports blurs the line between, what's going on in our world at times, which I don't appreciate. So when people are describing me, and don't get me wrong, I've heard everything under the sun. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just saying I have to always make sure that my voice is the most powerful in the room when it comes to describing me. I'm not going to let any of these folk that I barely know talk about me as if they know me. They don't know who I am. They don't know who I am. I've been in this game for 12 years, going on my 13th year in the NBA, and a lot of people don't know who I am. You may have known me when I was in my 20s, but you don't know who I am now. You may have known me when I was on the Cavaliers, on the Celtics, on the Nets. You may have thought you knew me in this sports space, but you don't really know me. So I have to reintroduce myself as Kai. I dealt with since I was 18, 19 years old, being in this space of, it's like realizing that, everything I worked for to get to this point was worth it, but everything extra that's come with it, I could do without. Like, I don't mind the hard work of being a professional athlete or artist, but all the extra stuff that comes with it that you have to be accepting to is some bullshit. Like, I don't want to be cool with any OG or any TV personality or any random friend of mine that is talking behind my back or talking about me in a way that can cause harm to my emotions. Why would I want to be around people like that? And why would I want to watch anybody like that? And the fact that we promote these people to these positions of influence, like, for me, I have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because there are so many blurred lines when, the common consumer, the fanatic, thinks they're talking about sports, but they're actually talking about a person. So you think they're talking about my career, but then they don't ever really talk about my career. They kind of talk about, me as a person, but they don't know who I am. So long story short, as I encapsulate my point here, right? Please stay aware of what you're downloading up here and here and here. And just simply stating, like, the speculation around my name, all the extra hoopla, people mentioning me on TV, all these OGs that I do not fuck with like that mention me and think that we're cool. You know what I mean? Stop falling for that. These people do not know who I am. Majority of them do not know who I am. And me getting on live, if I have to get on live every day to make sure that all their shit is silenced and it doesn't have any legs anymore, this is what I'm going to do. These people are very corny that I see on TV. And at this point, they haven't struck a nerve. They've only gotten me stronger to be able to deal with whatever endeavor I choose to next. You know what I mean? Specifically talking about which team I go to next. And mind you, my last thing that I'm going to say after I say I love y'all. Stop mentioning me on Twitter. All y'all fan bases, stop mentioning me right now, please. It is still the Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals. Denver's going to the finals. We're still waiting for Boston and Miami. Can y'all please leave me the fuck out of this? Please, can I just be with my family in peace? Y'all got people at my dinner table discussing what my free agency plans are. Stop that. Y'all think it's funny shit, but please stop that. I actually like having peace of mind when I'm at the crib, all right? Like, I see all y'all ads, I see all y'all mentions. Okay, I said it. I see all y'all stuff y'all be saying. I see all y'all fan base. I get it. I'm just as excited as y'all are. But you gotta chill, though. Come on, like, we can have some fun with it, but, like, the love is already there, right? The message is spread. I appreciate your ancestral realm. Thank you for being tapped in. And I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. But please, all y'all fan bases, like, stop mentioning me just for, like, the next month or 2 or 3. Whenever I make my decisions, please stop mentioning me. I love y'all. And I'm really excited. I will be signing my new shoe deal very, very soon. I won't even call it a shoe deal. Like, I'm about to blow this stuff out the water, and I'm so excited about it. be on the lookout for obviously my free agency decision coming in the next however long. You know what I mean? Who decide that? But
So Kyrie wanted to speak on a few things. He wanted to talk about how the media was controlling his narrative, and he said he'll get on every day to make sure you don't get secondhand information that isn't accurate. Now, what he did allude to at the beginning of the video is the fact that he might have had a mole in his camp that was leaking some truths out there, and that's where Stephen A and some of these guys were very confident in the things they were saying about Kyrie Irving when he would say, I'm not lying, Kyrie knows I'm not lying. When they take that approach, it kind of connects the dots with Kyrie saying he had to get rid of some people that could be bought in his camp. They were offered a certain amount of money to disclose and disseminate information to the mass media, and as a result they were able to use the information from within the camp on Kyrie. And so I think that's whack, and I'm glad Kyrie found that mole, because you can't have people like that around you. Kyrie's talking about also his shoe deal. I'm just excited to see what this is and what approach he takes, because this could be a game changer for free thinkers and people who don't fit inside, the quote unquote box. They don't want to be Hollywood. They don't want to do all of the fake smiling, fake handshakes and socialize in a manner that isn't natural, because that could drive a person crazy. Because you have to, like, if you're behind closed doors, you have to muster up. If it don't come out if it don't come off natural, you have to force yourself and mentally prepare yourself to go do all the fake handshaking, all the fake mingling is what I'm trying to say. I just got my words mixed up, but yeah, it's hard for real people to mingle in circles that they aren't comfortable in. And I think Kyrie is experiencing some of that. He has the fame and the fortune that comes with it, but it is hard to say because I have possessions that I can effectively do this. You could get into something and it's not what you think it is, or the other stuff that come with it is too great for your personality to bear. And I think Kyrie is experiencing some of that. Now, he said Luka joined the live, and he alluded to making a decision soon on what team he's going to join. He just wishes the fans would quit tagging him. He sees it. But I think some of that speculation is driven off of Kyrie going to multiple Lakers games in these playoffs. It's like, because you got people saying Kyrie's using this for leverage in negotiations with the Dallas Mavericks, where he's gonna play next year. He's using this as a silent leverager, but I don't think so. I think he's just going to support LeBron. Him and LeBron relationship seems like it's gotten better again over the last few years, and I just think that's what he's doing, if I'm being honest with you. Kyrie can go enjoy a basketball game. Now, if he is using it for leverage, so what? I mean, it is what it is, but I really don't think it's what it is. He's smart enough to know what the media is going to do with this, but Kyrie is such a calculated guy. He probably is doing this somewhat just so the media can run with it. But again, he said he's going to come on live every day, control his own narrative. I'm not mad at that. You see so many players with podcasts and things nowadays where they're taking their narrative back. They're not letting Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, all these guys just paint a picture of them and it just be left that way. They are speaking out and using their platforms. Hey, I'm still in the NBA. I can combat this in real time. They can go shoot a show at 10 in the morning. I can have a rebuttal for them by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on what is playing that day. But some of these players in the off season, they'll have a rebuttal really fast. Now, I don't know if Kyrie is the type to have a podcast every day. Maybe he is. He can articulate himself really well, but he seems to be introverted at times. So he may be able to just have his IG live can be a pod. He had like 30, 40,000 people on there at different points today. So he has the ears, he has the audience, and he has the mystique to draw people in. They will be going to him for something totally different, and they know they'll be going to hear him speak differently than most other podcasts. So I think there's a lane for him if he wants to do that. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.